Hi, everybody. So I'm going to move quickly today with this video. With this video, the goal is to kind of go over everything we're doing to wrap up the class. And if you have questions, kind of tell you where to go. So first off, the FRQ that we'll be doing, right? Our final exam, if you need to find it and you can't find the doc, it is located on the front page of our Canvas page. So here we are. You'll just scroll down and you'll click on this, right? Also, if you don't have the grade you currently want in psychology, and some people have been asking me about old work, I'm going to say that do not go back and do old work at this point. Do this free response questions. Do the 3 of them. They hit all our learning targets, and it's a chance to show what you've learned. So when you click on that, it'll take you to this doc, right? And so a couple key points as you work on the 3 questions. Remember, 12 font, double spaced, no more than 1 page per question. If you find you're doing more than that, you're doing too much. The goal is not, it's not a full essay. It's just to show a sampling of some of the elements we've learned and how we can tie these into an idea. So for us, of course, the idea that we've been talking about and looking at was the use of corporal punishment, also known as spanking, right? And the APA, American Psychological Association, made a recommendation that people don't do it, that limit its use. So it is not a persuasive paper. We're not arguing one way or the other. We're simply examining the issue and trying to say why they feel this way, right? The expository, we're going to explain some of the ideas. Here are 3 questions, right? And I decided to give you guys some outline ideas. These are actually mine. In the last class, some students wrote some great things in the chat, and I put them here. So, and all of this, of course, are resources that you can use. It should be helpful. You do not have to use them all. In fact, it'd be too much. But they're here for you if you need them. And so the first question, what are possible negative consequences of spanking? And here are some ideas, right? Fear, hormones, and neuropsych. Mention a few of those. Next one, social cognitive learning, possible negative consequences in terms of that. For this one, I would expect you to mention the Bobo doll experiment, right? How we learn aggression, a description of it, and then tie that into how this could be a factor when using spanking, right? And again, most of you have already done this with the homework assignment. And lastly, if they're going to say to limit the use of spanking, then how would this look like if I want to change a child's behavior, how would I do that using operant conditioning? I would expect you to address the use of positive reinforcements. Sure, you'd want to point out when good behavior is happening. But there'd also be a use of punishment. How would you decrease bad behavior? And that's the goal of punishment, right? Punishment is not being used to increase behavior, not yelling to get somebody to do more of something. It's actually raising your voice to get them to do less of it, right? And so you would do a couple examples. That's it. Open note, everything's available. If you don't know where to find something, go back, look at one of the old slideshows, and if you still can't find it, email me. All we're doing next week is some fun stuff, and then I'll go back and hit some of these elements. So that's it. If you have any questions about it, please email me. 1 page each. As soon as you get them to me, I will grade them and get those going for you. So I'm going to figure out how to turn this thing off because, yeah, sometimes I go all the way to 5 minutes. So as I'm talking to you, I'm going to have to edit this. Bye, everybody.